Alrighty, here we are again. We are going to be drawing. We're going to be doing some artistic endeavors. I think that's pretty neat to do, I suppose. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to do the good thing. What am I doing? I need to, actually remember to post when I'm going live on Twitter. Hold up. Just some text clacking in the background, don't mind me. Just a thing I do. Fantastic. I think that's good. I was kind of hoping I could promote this post, but whatever. Bare minimum, I actually managed to get the post out. Because I need to remember to do that from time to time. I've been slacking on that. Just doing my socials correctly. Honestly, it gets kind of tiring doing all my socials all the time, but whatever. It's part of what we need to do. Anyway, enough of playing around. Actually, no, all I do is play around. What am I talking about? Hello, everybody. What's up? How's it going? I'm doing pretty good today, and I'm just going to get right into the, I think I'm just going to get right into the thing. I forgot that it's currently targeting my notepad. Jesus Christ. Alright. Jesus H. Christ. Alright. Time to draw. I'm still kind of on the, designing my V2 model kick, so I guess we'll just do that. We'll continue on that train until I actually get something that looks half decent. Because I've floated a few ideas around, I've thought about it for a while. I think I know what I want to do. The last time I kind of just shot the shit a little bit about it, but I think I actually have a better clue as to what I'd like doing. I just need to actually make it happen now. Alright, I'm just gonna look at that right there. I love how my restream is always consistently lagged behind me when I'm actually doing. I wonder if it'll change soon or if I have to change it. Let's see. And instead of trying to do what my usual thing is, I'm just gonna revert back to basics, because let me tell you, trying to improvise last time was kind of painful, and I was hitting an artist block that was really starting to mess with my ability to actually do anything. But I just need to revert to basics, and I should be alright once I do. That's what needs to happen. Sometimes, when something doesn't really work as it should, you just gotta revert to basics. That's just how it do, and that's how we do sometimes. I do have a very solid idea of what I want to do, though. And actually, I should pull up the references just to make sure that I've got what's going on. Easy to see. Blah. Need to go back into my browser real quick. Anyway, while I'm doing that, how's life for everybody? All good? Doing the thing well? Let's see. Ultraman do. Yeah, because I think it'd be really, really freaking cool to have, like, streetwear Super Sentai. So I need some references is what needs to happen. Alright, we got an ad break going. Fantastic. And everyone already came back from the ad break. Fantastic. Actually, hang on. If I'm going to do Tokusatsu, I should do my favorite one. Hang on. Kamen Rider Yuki. I just need to take a good look at the costume to make sure that I design correctly. No, it's not Ren Akiyama that I'm looking for. Which one is it? Darn it. This is what happens when me, a brand new Tokusatsu fan, is trying to figure out what he's doing. God dang it. Alright, well, I just need a good-looking reference is all. Not Ryuga. Go back to Ryuki. And actually... I forgot that there was a Bandai kit of Ryuki. That's pretty funny. Now I need to just find the correct... not pose, but just something that I can look at. Because, the redesign needs to have some pretty interesting parts, and I need to make sure that I get it right. It's very important to me that I get, like, the Tokusatsu feel correctly. And let's see. I would like to see the full-size image, thank you. Copy image. Oh darn it, what did I do? Dear Lord. There are some nights where I just wonder what the heck my hand do. What that hand doing? Let's see, selection area. No! Why do I keep doing that? There we go. Now I just need to actually move it around correctly, and I need to resize it. Is what needs to happen. Let's see. I must resize the Kamen Rider so that I can actually figure out what the frick I'm doing. Alright, which tool was that? This is the only terrible thing, is that I honestly do not remember sometimes how to actually resize things. Oh, hang on. I think I figured it out. Fantastic, okay. Now we just need to stick this guy, like, right there in the corner. Because Mr. Ryuki needs to be in plain sight for me to look at. But I also need to find... well, I have myself as reference, of course, but... because I've figured out that I don't really want to do, like, the full Mega Man anime guy face, because then I cease being distinguishable. So I'm gonna try and redesign my head to look more tokusatsu head-ish, just to lean into it a bit more. I am still gonna use some Mega Man Zero reference, just so I can get some stuff down. Because I really do like Mega Man Zero. Edgy, edgy little game franchise that it is. And I think it'd be really, really neat to partly base the design I'm going for on a Reploid. Because Reploids are dope. And anyone who says otherwise is just incorrect. I'm afraid. I also like how when they did Mega Man Zero, it was very clear that they wanted to make, like, Mega Man have the Mega Buster a handgun. I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but it just kinda is. Alright, let's see. We have Kamen Rider right there. We have Ryuki right there. Oh god, not again. The screen is full of edgy. What is this? Alright. Fun fact about when I designed myself originally. I based him off of Mega Man ZX characters. I based myself off of ZX characters, and I also took a little bit of inspiration from Greasers, so yeah, I'm supposed to be like a robot greaser, but with like a tie and all kinds of stuff, but now I just want to go full, like, yeah. Let's see. Alright, which one of these images actually captures the thing I want to look at? Hold up. There we go. I wonder why it's not showing up in the way that I would hope. Am I just gonna have to pull up what I want to look at directly from my Pinterest? Because I think that I'm gonna have to. I don't really like the idea of doing that, though. But it looks like I have no choice. I have no choice. I must. Because there's a very specific aesthetic that I would like for whenever I do my V2. And it involves very stylish looking streetwear. But not just any stylish looking streetwear. I have a vibe in mind. And it's a bit difficult to describe without actually just kind of showing what it looks like. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Where I'm sending it to myself on Twitter. God dang it. This is how I break things, isn't it? Oh well. Alright. I sent myself a link. Thank you very much, me. Alright. I'm gonna copy the image. And I keep forgetting I can't right-click in here. It doesn't work that way. Come on, me. It doesn't work that way. But yeah, basically like this. It's really sick looking, but I just need to make sure I get it right. Yeah. And then, of course, I have myself as reference, so... Apply the transformation, yes. And then, as I need, I can just flip these on and off. Okay, cool. Now I have all my references set up. I'm going to try and focus in and try to actually make progress tonight, because... Full admission, I didn't do jack the last time I did a drawing stream because I couldn't figure out what I wanted. But now I can figure out what I want.
And it's gonna be... And I think it's gonna look sick.
Feel free to tell me that I'm probably not correct in whatever comment section you're in, but... I really want Tokusatsu Mega Man. That's really what V2 is going to be. And we're approaching 100, and I kind of want to get this somewhat conceptualized before then. Just because, I think it'd be pretty sick to have around. I've already done the one. Now I just need to do the other. Let's see, I need a little bit broader shoulders, I think, so we'll do that. Fantastic. And then... yeah. So... gonna yammer on a little bit, but I'm starting to secure materials to play BattleTech with my coworkers. It's gonna be a good time, but I'm also trying to be very cautious about like what scenarios I put them in. Because I know that like sometimes for new players to any kind of like tabletop war game, it's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve. And I really don't want to subject them to just getting their teeth kicked in. So what I've tried to do, at least conceptually for my for the scenarios that I picked out, is we're gonna do like a Solaris 7 style battle arena first, where we just stick them in one. We just have them control one battle mech for now, and they're going to control that. While they get accustomed to how the game works. And then after that we're going to do more structured scenarios. So that's when we're going to start doing like... whatchamacallit. I'm bad at this. But like... we're actually going to do like scenarios for the other rounds, and then I'm going to break out my old Lance and my old Merc company, and they're going to have to try and face me all together as like the big final boss to graduate like Mech Warrior Academy, I guess. So they're going to have to fight the Lance from back in the day, along with some battle armor troopers and some tank support that I have. I think I'm going to also make use of some VTOLs, and I'm going to make use of my old tank regiment. It's going to be fun. And I desperately hope that the dudes have a good time. Because ultimately, I would like to play more in-person BattleTech. I mean, don't get me wrong, playing Mech Warrior for you guys is fun. Playing actual BattleTech, now that's something magical. Especially when you can get a good campaign going, and you can get, like, a good, like, roster. And actually, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of the fact that this is me going back to art now. I'm going to take full advantage of the fact that I'm in a digital medium, And I don't have to draw symmetrically on both sides. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just draw half a model, split the thing in half, and then we're gonna just put it on over... We're just gonna slap that bad boy on over the other half after flipping it. Just so that I can keep things more or less the same scale. Because otherwise I'm gonna be struggling like I did last time, just to do things symmetrically. And when I do that, I end up getting tilted, and I end up getting, like, kinda actually frustrated at the process, and yeah. So, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna try and work the smart way and not the hard way, like I did last time. Because last time was a disaster zone, and I didn't get anything done. This time is gonna be different. So, yeah. And I want to really also make sure that I capture the cornball aesthetic of, like, I'm supposed to be a robot, but it's also clearly, like, a dude in a suit. That kind of feeling that you get when you look at most tokusatsu heroes is like, yeah, this person might be like a sentient ATM or whatever, but it's also just clearly a dude in a corny, like, Temu costume. Actually, I should probably do this arm a little longer. Because my rider needs to have a little bit of a longer, beefier looking arm. It's a beef stick! Yeah. And actually, right now, I'm kind of in a much, like, happier place than I was last week. I can't really adequately explain why. Maybe I'm just going insane, but... Or maybe the exhaustion's just hitting me differently, but... Like, I actually woke up kind of okay today. And I'm trying to stay productive and stay, like, active, I guess. And try and keep my hands busy. To the point where I'm thinking about rejoining my gym. Because there was a time I wanted to really get in shape. And that shape wasn't round. So, I'm thinking about re-upping my membership and then trying to go back. The only problem is that I'm also kind of, like, trying to figure out what time would be good to block out to do it. Because I also don't just go to, like, any gym. I like working out at the recreation center that's up the street from where I live. Because it's infinitely cheaper to just pay per visit than it is to have, like, a full contract and plan and all that extra crap. You know what I mean? So, I'm, like, trying to figure out I'm trying to block out a good amount of time that I can just say, you know what, this is gym time. This is Byte's gym time. And this is when he goes to improve the mobile platform and make it not suck. And so far I'm having a bit of a hard time trying to figure out when that time's gonna be. But I need to do it soon-ish. Because, I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of being idle sometimes. And I remember, like, when I was more actively working out, my mental health was a little better. So, yeah. I want to go from being, like, in all perfect honesty, I want to go from being, like, this weird, gross-looking, dumpy gorilla man and actually make myself look good. But I need to block out time to do that. Yeah. Let's see, enough of my sob story, though. Because I think this is actually going better than the last time. I'm actually getting, like, an established shape of some description instead of looking like a weird derp. And it has this weird, like, action figure-y look to it, which makes this even better. I don't know how to put it, but I really do like it when I look at tokusatsu heroes and I'm like, this is clearly marketing for an action figure. This is clearly marketing for an action figure, and or it's very obvious that this character was designed specifically to appeal to an audience of bibis. And not even bibis, really, because tokusatsu can be surprisingly dark, I've come to learn. I'm still trying to figure out where I should start when I actually try and watch some tokusatsu, but so far Ultraman looks like it would be a very good starting point. Either that or Kamen Rider. Like, I don't know if I'm making any sense right now, but I really do want to start watching. I just don't know where to start. Each franchise seems like it has its own, like, thing that makes it, like, absurd and awesome. And just trying to figure out where I want to dive in has been kind of the challenge. It's sort of like getting into Fate, honestly. And that's something that I still blame Udon for. Because at first, I knew nothing of Fate, and now I know too much. And I haven't even dug into like 10% of all of the available Fate material out there. I've just sort of kinda delved into Fate using some of the suggestions that Mr. Noodles have told me. And I'm gonna be so real with you. It's kind of overwhelming sometimes. Like, I'll start looking something up that's Fate related, and then immediately be like, what? Like, what did I just see here? Like, what am I watching? Excuse me, I needed to take some water. I hydrate myself. Alright, and the best thing that I love about this, by the way, is that if I do, like, the Super Sentai stuff, I can also mix it up with the streetwear and make it look cool. Like, how cool would this look just to have a jacket on? Like, have a jacket on it or something. And then I can do, like, all the asymmetric details once I get, like, the basics done. Because already I'm really liking how this looks, and of course I start using the wrong color for the ink. Wait, redo. Get rid of that. Alright. So then, I'm immediately going to split the head in half and only work on one side of the only work on one side. This is the one thing about digital medium that I actually should have been using but didn't. And it's the fact that I can just straight up only work on one side. And not have to worry about the other side, because I could just mirror it. Did I ever do that before when I needed to do symmetric pieces? I mean, okay. To be fair, I can't really get away with that unless I'm doing something like this. But at the same time, I missed so much of an opportunity to just work easy, work smarter and not harder. Alright, let's see. I didn't actually like how I apportioned that last one, so I'm just gonna do it again. It looked weird. Okay, there we go. That's slightly more acceptable. It's still kind of weird looking, but we're gonna just keep to it, I suppose. But yeah, I've been watching clips on Twitter of tokusatsu shows, and I'm hooked. I want more. Because some of them are just maddening in how funny and cool they are. It's very much like... It's very much the genre of... We're just gonna lean into the cool and the stupid. And we're just gonna make this as frickin' cool and awesome as it can be. Hope y'all don't mind. And then they do, and it ends up being really, really sick. Wait. I need to back up a little bit, and I need to... You know what? I think I should actually just put myself on screen. Like... I need to import an image. And I don't really think it matters which one. So I'm just gonna plop this version right here. Ugh. Oh god. Alright, hang on. I need to get a half decent-ish enough look at my own head. Okay. There we go. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Just the fact of every time I've seen anything vaguely tokusatsu related, I'm just like, what is this and why is it so frickin' awesome? Like, I honestly don't get it, and it's amazing. As in, I have fun every single time I see something that comes out of that genre. I don't understand why it's so dang good, but I need more. Alright, I think now the play is I just do this. Yeah. I think I just did... Hold up. I almost done a Goofy. And I don't need no Disney cartoon dogs in here right now. I'm trying to get a whole different aspect of Goofy that does not involve pulling a doofus on my own artwork. Alright, here we go. Now it's actually starting to look like something, and I'm getting very, very happy with it. Let's see, actually, let's do that. There we go. And then I'll do that. And then it's gonna go down kind of like this. And then I do think I want to keep like the Gundam style chin. But hold on. I'm actually gonna properly split the face a little better so I can work on it just a touch more. Because one thing that I think would be cool to do, and let me just get in here real quick with the eraser so I can more precisely sculpt what I'm thinking. Because there's something about the way that these tokusatsu heroes actually, like, have a face on their helmet. Just seems really unnecessary and cool to me. And I kind of want that for mine, too. So we're going to still have the Gundam chin. Like that. Yes. So we're still going to have that. I'm still going to have, like, face vents. Like this. However, let's see if I can adequately capture it well enough. Right? I love how my repeat, or not my repeat, but like my replay is actually just sort of breaking. And let's see. Now what I need to do is somehow find a way to model this. Like that. And then it's sort of like a lip. And then like an under chin like that. That's very like Ultraman looking. Or like very tokusatsu looking. And I like it. I'll probably, like, suss it out a little better when I have both halves done, but for now, that looks more or less how I want it to. It's a very interesting look. Alright, I'll worry about the blade later. Because right now I think it would be really cool if... Do I still want that? Hold on. I'm just going to look at something real quick. Neat. Alright, so I have that going. And I feel like almost angling the helmety looking part down a little more. And then what I'll do is make like a neck. And then what I can do... There we go. It's starting to actually look like something, and I'm very happy with that. I'll worry about drawing the rest of the head in a bit, but I do know that I also want to have, like, the pseudo headphone looking things that comprise part of my face and or head. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those in. Wait. Oh, good lord. I think one of the biggest learning curves that I'm still trying to get a handle on while I'm doing this, like the digital art styles, is just trying to learn orientation of like my hand versus how it moves on, how like the cursor moves. And I'm still trying to pick up on it. It's not perfect yet, but I'm at least gonna try and put stuff on the digital canvas so that it works. And right now I'm realizing that I needed to actually extend the face down a little more than I did for it to look right. Ah, frick. Okay, hang on. That's alright. It's a pretty easy fix. It's just one that I should have caught a little earlier. Because in order for me to get the look just right, I also need to make sure that I more or less stay, like, maybe not stay on model is the right word, but I at least need to try and, like, suss out how this is gonna, like, look in the abstract. Alright. There we go. You know what's interesting is that right now, my guy looks kind of like a stand from JoJo. I'm not against that, by the way. I think that's kind of neat. But that's ultimately not what we're going for. So, eventually it'll change, but I just think it looks fun that I'm like a JoJo stand right now. Let's see now. We're going to go ahead and just apply as much change as possible without actually botching parts of my original design. So I will keep this bit. That looks kind of like a weird robot cat ear. And I think I will also keep like the headphone fin. That looks kind of like this. It's poking off one of the ears. Because that looks kind of neat. And then I'm already liking how this looks, by the way. This is freaking awesome. And then I'm gonna have to save up the dosh to actually get it done. Because, you know, I need this. Let's see. And of course we have the hair. It's not me if I don't have the weird the weird back spike hair. I wonder why it's doing that right now. Did I do something to the mechanical pencil tool to screw it up a bit? Because it's like a lot more airy than I want it to be, if that makes any sense at all. Like, it's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be a bit sharper looking. I'm gonna turn the stabilization up a bit. That's better. I'm still gonna have to, like, figure out...
I don't like it.
Texture density. Maybe I messed that bit up. Hang on. I don't get it. Why does it look like butt? And it didn't earlier. What have I done? I just need to lock it so that I don't do that again. Let's see, brush density. That's better. Change opacity. Okay, is it better now? No, it's worse. So, lesson learned, I need to up the brush density, not reduce it. Okay, it's looking better now. It looks way better now. Okay. I can now resume. I don't know what happened there, but I didn't like it. Alright, let's see. No. There we go. We have the hair. That look. We have my trademark hair. I'll probably do, like, the nose when I translate the rest of it over from this. So far, I just really want to get the, like, Ultraman look, or not Ultraman, but like Kamen Rider suit going. Which means I need to do like a weird vest. Let's see. First, I need a vest. And then this vest needs to basically stop... Actually, why am I trying to pencil in the split line when I can just literally use the line tool? I'm dumb. Straight line. Thank you. Okay. Wait. No. No! I am approximately 30 seconds from propelling my wiener right through the computer screen. Okay. Wait. No. Go back up. I want to see where I'm going. Good lord. Alright, I think that's close enough. And then I'll literally just mirror everything over. I'll mirror everything over and then clean it up afterwards. Which means I just need to focus on making one side look good. And then I can worry about the rest later. The magic of digital artwork. Alright, let's see. First, he has like these weird pec plates. Let's see, the pec plates I don't think are optional. I do need to have pec plates. Yes, I do indeed need to have pec plates. That's just how we do. Alright. And then from those pec plates, he has like a this going on.
I don't really get it, but I'm gonna just go with it.
Because it's cool. And then I'll just put 2 detail lines there for now, until I can figure out what else is going on. Let's see. And then I'm going to look over at Zero real quick for some inspiration. He has kind of like a weird neck ring. I guess I could do something like that, but honestly it feels a bit weird. I'll do it though. Let's see. We'll put it right there. And we'll say that the vest bit just sort of goes up. Now, what I'm not going to do yet is actually draw like the streetwear over it. Just yet. And that's only because I need to get the rest of this in here. And I also need to make sure I get the shoes correctly. Because, what is my guy if not for his bitchin' kicks? Alright, let's see. There's not really anything else to do with the torso, weirdly enough. I do need to equip a belt. I need to equip a belt to my boy. Just so that he can... And I'll do the actual buckle later. I just need to get the belt on there. Fantastic. Okay. Now, looking at this other reference image... I think what I need to do is get the shoes on, and then I can draw the rest. So that means I need to take my boy, move him down so that I can get a good look at that there shoe, and then actually start drawing it out. Because I love how my character's shoes look. Like, when I set out to do this, I knew that if I ever had to, like, change models or, like, get anything else, the one consistent thing is that I wanted my bitchin' kicks to always be a consistent part of the design. Like, these things are so cool. I have no other word for it other than I think they're cool. And so they will be consistent across all iterations, no matter what I'm wearing. Even if I'm wearing a suit, even if I'm wearing this, even if I'm in, like, tokusatsu garb, the shoes don't change. I need my kicks. And I need them to look dope. My shoes will always remain consistent. Let's see now. Yeah. What's funny is that I actually designed them to be a lot simpler, but the original model mom and or dad, whoever worked on this thing, I honestly don't remember anymore because I just ordered it from a company. But the first person to work on this really went ham with this design, and I with the shoes, and I was like, oh god, these are dope. I can never get rid of them now. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get the bottom bit like that. I need to draw out this here bit. And we're going to just do a these. And then, yeah. We're just going for that full-on sneaker aesthetic. These are some, like, crazy trainers, though. I've always really liked, like, high-top skater shoes, and that's kind of what the original art that I did and gave to the company was supposed to look like, was like these high-top skater shoes. And then they took that and ran with it and made them super dope looking. I don't know who's gonna help me with my V2, but I have like 3 people in mind that I really want to work with. That I really want to work with on this, that I think would be really, really, really neat. Because there's a very certain, like, look that I want to have. And it's like 90s cartoon kind of thing. Alright, there we go. I may have screwed up a little bit by making these a bit too big. But that's okay, because I can always just puff out the tongue of the shoe a little bit and it'll work out. And it'll work out just fine. That's just how I do. Right, hang on. I am starting to get a better feel of how the stylus works. I didn't originally, and it was kind of frustrating me to a degree. But nowadays I'm starting to feel like where the placement is supposed to be versus how I'm drawing. So it's a lot less frustrating than it used to be. There we go. Looking spiffy. And actually, should kind of make it a bit more subtle. That line right there. Should being the operative term, will is another thing entirely. I'm gonna just keep figuring out exactly what I'm doing before I make any weird assumptions on that matter. Alright. Now that I more or less have down what I want to do, I can mirror over... I can mirror it over now. So that means I need to hide everything just for a moment, I need to do a very big erase. That's going up the body to get rid of that line in some spots. And to get rid of this section of the head. There we go. Now comes the hilarious and fun part, where I try... And why did it do that? God dang it. No! Cooperate. Mouse, why do you... Oh. Anytime I want to do literally anything, this mouse... I need to get a new mouse. This thing is really starting to annoy me. Because anytime I want to do literally anything, it tries to, it tries to fight me at every turn, and it ends up looking dumb. So we're going to copy, and we're going to paste. Now what we're going to do is... Wait, where is it? Invert selected area. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was move it like that. And then I wanted to, let's see, edit, transform, oh, there it goes. Flip it horizontally. And then I need to try and fit it. That's almost really uncanny looking. I'm gonna have to do something about the head. But otherwise, I got most of what I wanted from the other sides. It's symmetrical, at least. Alright, let's see. Hang on. I can do this a little better. Alright, now I need to go in on the head real quick. Because right now it's kind of weird looking. And I think what I need to do is do a... I think what I need to do is do a lasso select. Like this. No, dang it. Frick. I swear, this thing fights me at every... This thing fights me every time. Oh my goodness. Please. Keep the selection tight. Keep... I need a new mouse. That's just the reality of the situation. Because for some reason, it drops my input. There is no object to transform. Well, now there is. And we're going to do it this way a little bit. And we're going to move our boy's head in a little bit like that. Let's see, a little bit more down the middle like that. Fantastic. Now we're going to go to the copy layer. and do the same thing. Come on, get in there, nice and tight. There we go. And then I'm gonna have to figure out, why did it do that? My God. Sometimes this program, not the program, but my mouse just loves to troll me. Okay. Now we're gonna straighten it out a little bit. Gonna move it in a bit closer like this. Like that. Hey, it looks a little less uncanny. It still looks kind of uncanny, but I can fix that later. And actually, if I'm doing, like... You know what? Oddly enough, it's kind of growing on me. But what I need to do now is... Now that I have them joined together... Wait, not like that. Now that I have them joined together... I can actually do some edits on it. No... I think I accidentally made it a little better. Alright, hang on. I need to merge this with the layer below. Alright, now I should be able to... Yeah, there we go. Alright, I need to center it a bit more. Because the thing that was kind of throwing me off was that it was looking a bit too wide. Now I just... Hold up. Hold up. I think I found a solution. Because the other thing I need to do kind of is make it a bit taller. Because right now the head just looks kind of squashed. So... I think what needs to happen now is... I need to design my head a little more. Alright. Gonna get rid of that. Gonna grab the mechanical pencil again, and I'm gonna go back in and start working. Because right now I'm at the point where it's starting to come together, kind of. It's actually looking like something. I just need to make sure it actually stays that way. Because right now I don't need the line in parts, in certain parts anymore. Like down here, for instance. I think the other thing that's making it look kind of weird and uncanny is the line. Like, as soon as I get rid of it, it's... Oh yeah, we're already looking way better. I think the line was actually the thing that was making this look weird and awkward. The cool thing is... Now it's starting to actually look like something. I just need to make it a bit... I just need to make the head a bit taller. Because this just looks like the robot equivalent of a bald spot. So let me go in there real quick and actually make this look nicer. Because we do not need the robot equivalent of a bald spot to make this look interesting. Alright. Let's see. Nope. I'm still not on the pencil tool. Let's see. Would it look better after I apply this to it? Like, do I do a round top of the head, or do I... It just looks like an egg again. It looks dumb. It's very, like, clowny looking. I don't like that. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna have to suss this out a little bit. Because it looks fine on my model. Like my current one. But it does not look that fine on this new one. It looks kind of weird. I think the other thing I need to do is kind of go back in here and get rid of this line so it doesn't look like a robot unibrow. There we go. Now it actually just looks like a head crest, which I'm okay with. Right, I need to look at Zero again. How did they solve this problem? By actually making it look like a helmet. That's the answer, isn't it? Let's see. I could do like a... That's the eraser tool. I'm a doofus right now. Okay. Hang on. I'ma get it eventually. So first, I can do that. Then what does... Literally, they just do the same thing. It just looks like a rounded top helmet. Hold on, I think I know how to make this look good. I need to exaggerate... I need to exaggerate some lines, though, to make it work. And do some extensions on how some of this stuff is going to look. So I need to currently erase these. I think I figured it out. Alright, so here's what needs to happen. I need to make this a bit taller. Like that. It does kind of, in a weird way, make me look more Gundam-y. But I think I should just lean into that. Honestly, otherwise this is going to look strange. Yeah, make these taller. And then just underneath that... Yeah, okay, there we go. Now it looks less like a robot bald spot and more like part of a helmet. The problem is that it still looks awkward. Oh, frick. Okay, I thought I was getting somewhere with it. It turns out, no, I'm not. I still need to figure out how to, like, fill that void, almost. I thought I had it for a moment, but it turns out I don't. and I almost ended up making it look worse. Alright, shoot! I don't know what to do about this. Like, what if I do my current helmet design? Or my current head design, but like extrapolated a little. Like that. Actually, hang on, this is working. It looks less awkward. Okay, hang on, it looks less awkward and I like it better. And it's still pointy. So that works, actually. I wasn't expecting it to work, but it now works. I have like a weird D20 head now, though. You know what? I'm chill with that. It looks good. It looks fine. I'm just going to accept it. It looks chill. We are chill with this. We are normal about it. Alright, hang on. Now the next thing I need to do is actually trim the line down some more. There we go. And I think what needs to happen next is I now need to adjust the torso slightly. It's kind of a weird thing to think about, but I do need to adjust it a bit. Because now that we are semi-symmetrical, I need to actually consider how everything like connects together now. And so far, it's actually not bad looking, but I do need to fix a few things. And actually, I think I can kind of lean into this a little bit. Hold on. Nah, okay, hang on. I think I'm starting to get it now. I think I'm starting. I am not starting. Wait, also, how come it messed with my... How come it messed with my density again? My texture density. God dang it. Okay, is this the right one now again? Frick! Alright, hang on. This is so dumb. Why does it keep doing that? I need a more consistent, like, pencil texture. This is starting to get stupid. Alright, let's see. Alright, is this gonna actually work? Maybe. Maybe. Only way to know now is to actually commit. And I will indeed commit. War crimes if this doesn't work. Not really. Alright, here we go. And for this bit, I'm actually going to do like a small like U-shape divot. Because for some reason, all tokusatsu armor has that weird U-shaped divot. And then I'm gonna attempt to join the abdominal plates like that. Okay. It's actually kind of working now. And I actually don't want to erase those center lines that I was originally using, because I can kind of lean into that as sort of like the center part. So my dude won't have like 6-pack armor, he'll have like a 9-pack. Okay. Next, we must attend to this area. And by that I mean I must now create a belt buckle. Now, the cool thing about the belt buckle is that I use a Taijutsu symbol, which on this, which in this context is going to look cool as heck. I firmly believe that it's going to look cool as heck. Because the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add like some... I'm going to add some like gubbins to the side to make it look like one of those belt command decks that I see some Super Sentai have. Like, I'll show you what I mean here in a sec, but... Alright, let's see now. We have the Taiji-2. Now I need to color it in a little, just so that everyone knows what they're looking at. And then, what I'm going to do... Actually, hang on, there's a cooler way I can do this. I'm just going to mostly color it in, and then I'm going to erase the center, like, eye-looking thing, so that you can see it better. Like that. Yeah. Here we go. We're actually getting somewhere, hell yeah. Let's see now. Now I need to add, like, the Mighty Morph bits and bobbins to the side. So I'm going to add this bit. It's almost like a big truck belt buckle. It's kind of silly looking, but I like it. I feel like if I'm not leaning into the silly, I'm not doing it right. So, that's what we're gonna do. Let's see, now we gotta do the other side. And we're gonna make it look kinda like that. And then we're gonna just make it like that. Cool. It's not symmetrical with everything else, but I don't really care. We're getting there, god dang it. We're very, very, very close to what I want to see. Now comes the fun part, which is gonna make me kind of have an aneurysm, but especially if I don't get it right. And I need to get more reference real quick, so while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna let everything kind of sit as it is. While I'm doing that, though, whether you're watching now or in the future, how you doing? Everything going good? You swag? You doing the thing that makes you happy in life? You better be. Because if you not... Okay. Okay. I kind of see how I want to do this now. Kind of. I mostly pulled up the reference from me, but I will turn on the Ranger reference now, because there's a very specific thing that I want to try and emulate when I do this. Let me go move it around. I'm going to get it real close to the leg and pantula region. And what I'm gonna do now is maketh the pants. And this is the part that I'm both dreading and probably gonna have some fun with. dreading because if I don't get this right, I'm going to just be fretting over it for the longest time. And then fun in that if I get it right, I'm going to be very, very happy with myself. Because I want to kind of do this. If this makes any sense at all. But, like, I love how streetwear and, like, techwear looks. So I'm going to try and do something like that. Like the kind of pants that you would break dance in. So it's like having a b-boy look, but also having more of that like Super Sentai look too. Because I think that just looks cool. I'm not very articulate about it, but I really do just love it and how it looks. So now I need to do the same to the other side. But I'm going to do it a little bit looser because honestly, I feel like I can lean into it a little bit, and getting that like comfy joggers look is really all I'm shooting for right now. So 1, 2, 3. Alright. I think I've mostly averted a crisis. Because I was worried this was going to look way stupider than it does. Right now it just looks like some weird bell bottoms, but I will go in and fix that as soon as I get this bit going right here. Yeah, no. Okay. Now we're gonna have that, and I'm gonna just go ahead and do a that. Make them more pants-like.
Yeah. Like that.
I don't know if I want to do the knee pad thing. Actually, I kind of do. But I'm going to do them my way. Because the knees are kind of like right here, so I think what I'm going to do is do kind of like a knee pad. But I want them to look kind of like my hand plates, so yeah. Alright. We're getting the fit right now. I'm liking it. Alright. We're making it look kinda good, actually. Hold up. I said that, and then I realized something as I was looking at it. And now I'm like, shoot. Hold on. I'll make it work eventually. When I say eventually, I mean like when I actually learn how to get good at drawing. Frick. Alright. There we go. And in a way, when I do it this way, it kind of evokes how my current pants look. So it's actually not that, like, terrible. And it looks pretty neat. Hey, Hoi Luppa, what's up, bro? What's up, broski? How you doing? We're actually making progress tonight, my guy. We're actually getting somewhere. I have to keep, like, messing around with the head until I figure something out that... I actually have to keep messing around with the head until I find something that I like, but... Don't know, just woke up, fair enough. Like, I still have to suss the head out a little bit. Because the head still looks a little bit strange, but... You know what? It may be a little on brand for tokusatsu stuff. But we're getting there. Is that a Thundercat? It kind of looks that way so far, doesn't it? It's sort of Thundercat-y, I guess. Alright, let's see. How am I going to do the rest? Let's see. I need to pull myself back up. Because one of the things I kind of want to do... I want to kind of keep how my arms look, but... Alright, hang on. I need to kind of keep... I want to keep kind of how my arms look, but... There's also the me that wants to do, like... full-on... like, hoodie jacket. You know what? I'm just gonna do... Put myself next to is, and I hear, this is my son, be nice to him. Never look at me and my son again. Alright, yeah, I do want to do actually a, like a rolled up, I want to do, okay. I am very inarticulate right now. Alright, let's see. First I'm gonna need to get the jacket bits in there. Or like the hoodie parts. Because I'm gonna kind of go for a more like open hoodie. So we get that. And then it sharply goes up like that. There we go. So we're gonna just go ahead and do that, and then I also need to get these guys in order. And hopefully I end up in a situation that looks semi-passable. The moment you learn your father worked as a supervillain to pay for your meals. In this instance, it's more like that moment when you realized that your father was a Kamen Rider. You had like Kamen Rider parents. Let's see. Now I need to do the sleeves, which shouldn't be hard, actually. Because I'm just going to kind of lean into the bulk that's already there, kind of. And I'll try and make them look more rolled up in a second, but for now I just need like a cloth. I just need like a cloth bit. And actually, hang on. There we go. Wait, nope. Still looks kind of awkward. And after you kick the teeth in of 30 bad guys that had the fortune to rescue your mom. Yeah. And actually, that's kind of interesting looking how this particular character looks that I'm looking at right now. You know what I might do, actually? And this is kind of a risky play, but I may just need to redesign the arms entirely because they look kind of strange. Like, now that I'm looking at them, they look a little weird, so I'm going to go ahead and just redesign them real quick. I will, however, be keeping all of the hoodie lines because... Ugh, dang it. I will be keeping the hoodie lines just because they look nice. And I feel like it. Oh, good lord. I hear Abridged Vegeta screaming 22 androids, my son cannot count. That's funny. Oh yeah. It's been a while since I've seen DBZ Abridged. I should watch it again sometime. It was really funny. Oh, good lord, hang on. Okay, so we got that, we got that. So now I need to just quickly rough in that. I'm just going to quickly rough it in. I'm not actually expecting it to be anything yet. I just need it to exist for a moment. Let's see. No. Alright, so the arm needs to start there, go down here, and then go... No, because it still puts him in a wide stance. I'm not really looking for wide, I'm just looking for acceptable. Let's see. Okay, here's what's going to happen now. Let's see, design the arm. Why did Son Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 again? Oh yeah, Android 16 told him he was 50% Goku. You know what's funny is that earlier I was watching this animation someone did of Saitama fighting Goku. And it went so hard. Like, it was legit one of the coolest animations I've ever seen. And I'm probably gonna finish watching it when I'm done streaming tonight because it was just so frickin' epic. Like, whoever did the animation for it is like animation god among men. The voice acting's kind of poo-poo, though. Like, there are two characters that sound like they recorded their lines in a bathroom, and I'm like, It's like, Sonny, I think you need yourself a better microphone. Because that microphone sounds like you are in a toilet, my friend. I'm not saying mine's any better, but I try not to sound like I'm in a toilet. Even if my mental health might be sometimes. Oh, good lord, okay. Nope. I don't know what that line is supposed to be doing, but... it's not doing what I need it to. Okay, and... let's see. We now have a somewhat better looking arm. That's fine, I guess. I just didn't want, like, wide. Okay, so now the arm will do this. And we're gonna have... maybe not that. I'm gonna make it look like he rolled his sleeve up. That's fine. That's gonna be alright looking. And then... I'm just gonna lean into the whole, like... dude's wearing a big jacket look. Let's see. That's serviceable for now. I'm gonna have to find a way to clean it up a little bit more, but it looks nice-er. And then, of course, I need my arms to look a certain way. Let's see. We're gonna put the hand plates on there like that. For some reason I still look too wide. So we're gonna just start from scratch on the arms again. Because I honestly don't know what I'm doing wrong, but the arms just are not arming right now. I feel like it's... oh, wait a minute, hang on. Chotomatte kudasai. I think I figured it out. Because you see, I just straight up forgot how to anatomy, and now I'm like, yep, So, I need to put this line back a little bit, and then I need to sort of do a this, because torsos operate a little differently than other parts of the body. Go figure. Let's see. This part I need to keep as is, mostly. Alright, hang on. I think I'm getting it now. Because what needs to happen is one of the arms needs to start here, the other one needs to start here. And then if I want it to look somewhat natural, it needs to go like this. And suddenly, I have arms that don't look like they're part of the Omega Wide. Okay. We are back in business, I hope. Hopefully this is the last time I'll have to alter these arms. I have altered the arms. Pray I do not alter them any further. Alright. I was getting worried there that I might get stuck, but I still might get stuck. It's just that I'm going to be stuck for less long. Because now I'm actually anatomying correctly. Anatomying? I am doing anatomy a little better. Alright, there we go. That's significantly better. Okay. Good to see it. Good to see it. We now have something that looks serviceable. Still a little on the awkward side, but I can work with that. And I'll actually be able to say I accomplished something. And actually, hang on. Something that I can do that I think would be kind of sick. Would be if I did this. Let's see. Because I have the sleeve. Thank you for the lurk, Hoylepa. Appreciate it very much. Let's see. Yeah. Now I'm going to do that. And then I'm gonna try and do a this to make it look more natural. But I really want to lean into the I'm wearing a semi-big jacket look. Alright. It's looking better. Frick, okay. Actually, I need to make this line go like that. More like... And then the natural folds of the clothes are going to have to just deal. Because let's see, I'm going to have a hand plate, just like I usually do. And then I'm going to need to do that. All right. Let's see, the elbow is going to have to be right there. Cool. That looks good. Or it looks better than it did. So now what I'm going to need to do is my lassoing technique. So I don't have to keep repeatedly drawing things over and over again. And so that I can more efficiently get through my art pieces. Or at least this one, because this one demands I be symmetrical. There we go. We're gonna move it. We're gonna... Uh-oh. Let's see. We're gonna copy and paste. Now we're gonna move it. And we're gonna... Oh, hey, look, actually. Nice. Okay. Hang on. Somehow I have managed to do a goofy, and I'm gonna have to fix it, but in general, this is correct. Let's see. Yeah, in general, that's correct. I just need to touch it up. Okay. Cool. Now I need to just merge the layers. There we go. Now time to do my intra-art surgery. And try and clean it up so that I don't look doofy. Okay. Because the way that that side looks is that it's more like lean. So I need to kind of go in like that and then touch it up. And then with this side, I need to kind of do with this. And now, Little Bro looks actually kind of okay. Alright, cool. I kind of did it. It looks actually kind of good. I like it. I am going to have to try and figure out, though, like... Actually, no, this is working out pretty well. Because what I can do is I'll keep, like, the... Okay, hang on. Let me cook. I think I'm figuring it out now. It's... I swear to God, every time I try to move to erase, it always ends up looking kind of doofusy. But it is working, so... Over time. Oh, for frick's sake, why? Okay. Overall, we're doing kind of okay. Now I just need to put a big old hood behind him. Because this is, of course, supposed to be a hooded jacket, so... We're going to just do that. And then I'm going to do that. Let's see. Now we're just going to go down and in, kind of like so. Okay, cool. Looking spiffy. I'm even going to kind of dig in a little bit like that. Just to give it a bit more depth. And then I think what I should do, kind of honestly, is I think this is a bit too, like, high for where I need it to be. I want it to, like, slope down a little more in comparison. Because if this is going to be a more, like... If this is going to be a more, like, updated version of how I look, I think it needs to be a bit more angular, so... I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to try and dip down a little further. So... Oh, for frick's sakes, why does it always do that? Okay, hang on. Let's see. And... kind of like that. And I'm also realizing that it changed my density. God dang it. I don't understand why it does that. Alright, hang on. For some reason, it's... For some reason, it's being really stupid, and I don't understand why. Because I needed more of like a sharper, thinner brush density, but it just decides whenever it wants to that it wants to revert back to being dumb. So... that's fantastic. Alright. I'm hoping that this stays stable now, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be very, very tilted. There we go. That's what I need it to be. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do a little bit of shaping like that. Cool. It actually looks kind of nice. But I still need to do something about the way the head looks, otherwise it's just going to be kind of weird looking. But you know what I could do? Well, hang on. I still need to also just put my head crest on there. So, in a way, I sort of should have saved the line that I had earlier. Because I still need my, like, unicorn horn head antenna thing. And it needs to look... Let's see, I have a blade antenna. Not like that. My goodness. Alright. Yeah, kind of like that. I need to do a little bit of erasing in there, but ultimately that is what I need it to look like, so we are looking spiffy. We are looking spiffy and we are looking pretty. That's just kind of how it be, though. And actually... Dang, we actually look cool. Hang on. That's kind of a mood. What the heck? I really like it. I'm looking cool. Although, there is one thing I need to change. Now that I'm really looking at it, there is one thing I need to change real quick. I'm deeply enjoying how this is looking, though. And the thing I need to change is actually to do with the eyebrow plate again. Hang on a sec. Because the way that I see it, and this is going to seem kind of like counterintuitive, especially since you can't already see like what my face looks like. All right, hang on. Ugh. And it did it again! I don't know why it does that. That's so weird. Alright, hang on. Let's see, I really want it to dip down low. And it did it again! Oh my god, stop. I do not understand why it does that, and it bothers me. There. Every time it does that, it just bugs me a little more. Alright, hang on. And now that it's like that... Hold on. Because I know one thing I can do is actually make it look like it has that same, like, gem housing almost. But do it in, like, a different way. This is kind of cool, actually. Hang on. I really feel like I'm cooking now, and I like it. Because last Monday, I don't feel like I got anything done. And it felt kind of, like, bad. But this actually feels like stuff is getting done. And I'm starting to actually look like something. Let's see. I also kind of want to do, like, these weird side pouch pocket looking things. I don't know why, but I've always thought they were cool. So we'll put them on both sides. There we go. All right. We are looking fly as hell right now. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So if I ever do a version 2 of my own model, I know exactly what I'm doing. And it will look like this. Or it'll look something like this, I should say. But this has been really, really neat. Like reimagining like streetwear Mega Man Sentai. That's a word salad and a half, ain't it? Good lord. But I legit do think it looks cool. And so if I ever want to get something like this done, I do have a few people in mind that I would like to see try it. And actually, just for my own amusement, I'm going to try and draw my head on from the side. Like I did the last time I did a drawing thing. So that anyone who takes on the challenge can have a front and a side view of how the robot is supposed to look. Let's see, I'll just do this last little bit, and then I'm gonna... Ooh, Jesus, I just saw what time it is. And then I'm gonna have to call it, because it's getting a little bit late for me, and I need to get some rest. But, essentially, my guy is going to be a little bit more like, I don't want to say Bishonen because that's not entirely accurate, but more humanoid, I guess, would be the correct way to think about it. And I kind of want more of that, like, 90s anime aesthetic. So I am kind of being, like, looser with the anatomy. Because there was something very charming about how that used to look. And I kind of wanted to recapture that. Like, especially in the days of, like, not... What do I want to say? Man, I'm very inarticulate right now. I'm just gonna not try and think about it too hard. Otherwise, I'm gonna just give myself, like, a weird aneurysm. But, yeah. Basically, like this. Something like that, yeah. Here we go. It is actually starting to look like something. And I'm very proud of it. And I'm gonna have to definitely look into seeing how to get this made. Because it is very interesting looking. I feel very proud of it, if I'm being completely honest with you. Alright, hang on. Oh god. I'm having a moment. But that moment is actually turning into something productive, so... Let's see. There we go. Something like that. And then... large headphone looking piece. That kind of goes into like a triangle. It goes up and out. And then this bit right here that I cannot adequately explain what it does, but it does something. It looks kind of like that. And then I have the two like face vents up here. There we go. And then my blade antenna always faces forward, like that. Like, in all iterations of myself, I like having the blade antenna facing forward. So that is how it will be. Even as my head doohickey things point backwards. Then the hair will stick up at the back like this, as it always does. And then back of the helmet looking thing. It looks way better from the side than it does the front. I'm just now starting to realize that it looks way better from the back, or from the side than the front. But yeah, essentially this is kind of how I'm envisioning what I would look like if I ever had a version 2. Where it's streetwear. Streetwear Super Sentai. Oh, wait a minute. I need to, God dang it, why did it do that again? Why, though, why? Okay. And now it's gonna do a this. There we go. And suddenly, we are looking dope. And I do really like how this more like person face look goes with my dude. And it would also give me an excuse to have a mouth that moves. But yeah, this is essentially where I'm sitting at. It looks good. And it looks like something you'd see out of like a weird comic book. But I'm happy with it. He looks chill. And he looks awesome. I would still have all the same like emotions and all that I would have on my current guy. Which is to say I would still have like bashful or like depressed and like crazy looking or whatever. But I think for now we're good. Yeah. I feel good about where we ended up. We actually got something done, and it looks kind of sick, actually. So, think I'm gonna call it for the night. And yeah. This was really sick, y'all. Hell yeah. We actually made some progress. We did some artwork. And I feel good about it. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what I do, I streamed this both on YouTube and on Twitch now, so you could check it out on your platform of choice, but it's only getting saved to one spot, I think. And as always, my name is Bite the Robot. Thank you so much for watching. And I will catch y'all tomorrow with some Mech Warrior. Peace out, everybody.